Health is a personal experience. It's not about what everybody else is doing, because we all know that what the common denominator majority people are doing is never, ever the right decision. Greetings, creative beings. I'm Tiffany Stoney, and this is Web Wellness Bay, where we discuss how to be the healthiest version of you. Today we're going to talk about having a healthy lifestyle and where to begin, because a lot of people, it's really overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be based on the way you think about it. So I'm going to break this video down into 3 segments. The first one is going to be about food, diet, nutrition. And the second one's going to be about products, things you use on your body, for yourself in any way. And the third one is going to be about your psyche, what you feed it, and all those good things. Because remember, health is not just one thing. It's a 360 experience, right? So let's start at number 1, your food. Now, I'm 7 months pregnant now. So I fully understand what it means to not feel like doing what you have to do to be healthy. I used to be so great, and then somewhere along the lines I kind of fell off, and then I got pregnant, and the feeling sick and craving whatever I want at that moment and not caring about what's good for me, feeling fatigued and not feeling like making healthy things, and just ordering was easier. Like, I get it. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because I can't just, it has to stop somewhere. I can't be healthy all this time, and then when I have a baby in me, I just give in to just not living that way. So for the person who feels like, how do they begin? I'm going to say, start here. Ask yourself this question: did I eat my fruits and vegetables today? Not canned string beans, not fruit cup, but real fresh vegetables, real fresh fruit. Organic frozen is a step up, but it doesn't have the same energy that fresh vegetables and fruits have. If you want to go a step further, you can say, did I have a vegetable with every meal? But if you're not there, you're not there. So the first question is, did I have fruits and vegetables today? And then go and ask yourself, did I have processed foods today? Processed foods obviously would be, McDonald's, KFC, Checkers, all those chain restaurants, that's processed food. And it even would be also like freezer dinners. Like, we all know Trader Joe's has those amazing little packaged foods, and they're not filled with chemicals, but they are high in sodium. So if you're going to eat those, you have to really be careful with that sodium content, but that is processed food. So asking yourself those 2 questions is a huge step, because that is going to make sure that you're aware that you're having fresh food every day, food that's alive. We are alive, so our bodies have to have living food in it, not dead flesh and all the other things, chemicals and trash and synthetic ingredients. It has to have food that's natural from the earth. It's already bad enough that in the 50s the law got passed to use synthetic soil, so none of us in this age range are having like minerals from the soil. But that's another conversation. We can do a video about minerals and what the importance of that is. But for now, getting fresh food in your body and eliminating the processed food is a huge step for your diet. And not a diet like, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks or 30 days. But how can I make it a lifestyle change? Because if you don't make it a lifestyle change, it's not going to last. It's not going to really have the same impact as a habit that you form. So let that be a question you ask yourself. And if the answer is no, okay, why didn't I have fresh fruits and vegetables? For me, a lot of times it will be, I need to go to the grocery store. So then you need to be like, well, how fast can I get there? And at this day and age, you can order groceries online. If you have a car, you live in that kind of city. I live in New York, so sometimes it's just nice to order. But depending on your lifestyle, run to the market, plan to go tomorrow, order them. Just whatever you have to do to eliminate the reason why your answer was no, I didn't have fresh fruits and vegetables today. And once you get that step, sorry, pregnancy makes me always have the hiccups. And once you get that step going, then let the question be, did I have a vegetable with my food, with my meal, every meal? Like, did I have a vegetable with every meal today? Maybe with breakfast it can be fruit. Maybe, you know, it's greens with lunch. Maybe, you know, whatever. However you have to work it out for you. And eliminate the processed food. Maybe it's I had processed food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and maybe now I just have processed food for lunch. Like, let it go from 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. Let it be an occasion thing only. Maybe just a weekend. Work with yourself where you are, but those 2 questions are a great start. Did I have my fruits and veggies, and did I eat processed food? That includes juices and sodas and everything else, because you really can just buy natural juices or make them very easily. I actually have a video about why you don't have to buy milk and juice and salad dressing and all that kind of stuff, so I'll link that here. Moving right along, I don't want to be long-winded. I want to keep it very simple. So that was diet, nutrition. Oh, and along with things you consume, if you take a medication that you know gives you side effects, bonus point, look into a herb that really counters those side effects. If you have a medicine that inflames you, look into a herb that is good for inflammation. If you have a medicine that gives you constipation, look into a herb that is not a laxative, but it's a natural herb like dandelion or Cascara sagrada.
No joke.
That will help you go to the bathroom. It's nasty, but if you take a medication, you're consuming that in your body with your food. So you need to get something additionally to compensate for that side effect that it gives you. Because if it's giving you that side effect, what else is it doing? What is it doing in your body that you're not really aware of? Because you know the doctors are going to tell you information, but they don't really let the body be a full picture. They separate every single thing. No shade, but I have issues with that because people a lot of time don't know why they're experiencing things, and they think the doctor's going to tell them, and they're just not. So take your health in your own hands. Moving on, because that did get kind of long. We are moving on to what's number 2, products. This is much more simple, because you can turn that product that you're using around, product on your skin, whether that be a face cream, a soap, a lotion, anything, a toner, stuff that you're using in your house to clean, fumes. Read the ingredients. That's really all you have to do. If you read the ingredients, you see, I don't know what the heck that is, or that, or that. Dr. Google, we all have it. We all have a phone. Look up the word that you see. Is it safe to consume, inhale? What are the effects it has on my body? Because we know the skin is the largest organ. So if you're using something on your skin that has, or your hair, a lot of hair products have carbomer. Now, they have been doing that for a long time. But if it's going on your scalp, that's you. It's the skin, largest organ over top of your brain. So just because people don't make it into a big deal doesn't mean you don't notice it's a big deal. Health is a personal experience. It's not about what everybody else is doing, because we all know that what the common denominator majority people are doing is never, ever the right decision. It's always someone who leads the way, someone who seems different, someone marching to the beat of their own drum who understands something that most people don't. And then it's like, oh, I can do that. Yeah, but you don't have to wait. You can just take it upon yourself to be different now. So what if it's not normal? So read the back of the ingredient list, like in every case. Being pregnant has made me more aware of it when it comes to cleaning products, because I really shouldn't be inhaling everything. So that's going a little over the top, I realize, to some people, but you can use vinegar for certain countertops, baking soda. You can use Castile soap, is good for literally everything. Your body, your scalp, for shampoo. It's all natural ingredients. So that can be something you address after you address the products on your skin, because I do think that the stuff you use on your scalp, your hair, your face, your skin, the bottoms of your feet are really important for health. That should be your first priority, and then maybe get into the stuff you use in your house. Number 3, and this really could have been number 1 because it's so very essential: what you feed your psyche. So that can be a couple of different things. It can be, did I take a moment today to just be still? Some people call that meditation. Some people don't feel like hearing that word because it's so overly used. But meditation doesn't have to be, you know, it really can just be like sitting in silence for 5 minutes and clearing your mind, or attempting to, because it's very difficult to do that. It could be putting on ocean sounds. It could be putting on a chant of a sound that you know has a certain meaning. It could mean a lot of different things. It could be visualizing something that you know you want to happen in your life. Put a timer on your phone. Like, just zone out into a place that has nothing to do with the reality that we see, right? Because we get caught up in the reality of what we can smell, taste, touch, hear. And that is just the surface level. It has nothing to do with the real spirit that's inhabiting this body. It really all boils down to vibration, and you can't affect the vibration if you're not going within. So did you take a few minutes and just go within and get really internal today? It also can mean like, what are my shows? What shows do I watch? You know, are the shows I'm watching feeding great thoughts that feed me, that lead me to be better, that open me up to different and new ideas that I had never thought before because my mother and grandmother or friends don't think that way? Or are my shows feeding me a lot of negativity that I really don't want to be a part of anymore? Or maybe you do want to be a part of it and it's feeding a habit that you want to kind of get away from. Like, what are your shows feeding? And that also goes to like violence and gory. We have enough of that in our society. We have a lot of murdering. We have a lot of crime. We get really consumed with that by accident. Just being informed. I'm not ashamed to say I'm not as informed as some adults think I should be as an adult, but I don't give a darn, because I have to feed my mind what I know is good for my spirit and good for my thoughts. I can't worry about what other people think I should do, because once I see something, hear something, it replays, and other people might have that same issue and not even realize that something is replaying in their mind. So your psyche is really important. And on top of that point, what you think about determines what your body is physically doing. There's a whole documentary on Netflix called Heal, and there's also other people who talk on YouTube: Joe Dispenza, Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer. I can link these in the video so you know who I'm talking about and you can look them up. But these people have whole businesses and books and platforms and life experiences and clients who have testimonies about how their thoughts literally healed them. And it goes into a science of like, your brain puts basically things together based on what you reiterate over and over again. So what you feed your mind has a lot to do with your health, not just figuratively, but scientifically, literally. So let's go back over those points. Number 1, healthy food, healthy diet. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Leave the processed food alone as much as you can. As you get into those habits, how can you increase the amount of fresh food, and how can you continue to decrease the processed food? That's a habit that might always be a challenge, but the more you do it and the more it becomes a part of your lifestyle, the simpler it is to approach. It's not like such a question of how do I do this? It's just doing it. Second thing, read the ingredients. I mean, you should read the ingredients in your food too. That goes without saying. How can you know if something is fresh or a process if you're not like reading, oh, these strawberries only say strawberries, or does it say strawberries, rice syrup, strawberry or artificial flavor? You have to read that too. But for the products, just read the back of the ingredients. It should say like natural oils. It should say things you know that are good for you. And mineral oil that's not the thing. I know it's like common, but it just sits on top of your skin, so what is it really doing? It should say like butters and oils. It shouldn't say petroleum. No, sorry. I know that Vaseline was the thing, and there are some brands I really like that I have to stop myself from buying, like Palmer's. I love Palmer's, but Palmer's is not the natural movement. I can get my own vanilla thing going in a natural way. So just read the ingredients, and once you get that on point with your body, move on to your other products in your household. Let your hair be a part of the body process, because that's on your head. Very important. Skin is your largest organ. And on that note, go over to Web Wellness Bay, because we do sell natural, organic, handmade, raw skin products, stuff for your hair as well. So go to Web Wellness Bay. I will link that as well. It's an amazing product line, and you need to check it out. Third thing, your psyche, your TV shows, you're taking time to visualize, meditate, be still, whatever you need to do, make it happen. This is what contributes to an all-around healthy lifestyle. It's not just a 30-day whole food trial. It's not just, I'm not watching this show for Lent. You know, it's not that, because those things don't last. The point is how to have a healthy lifestyle that doesn't kill you. You have to take things from where you are right now, because if you don't, it's not gonna last. And what was the point of that? It has to be something you do all the time. You've been doing a certain thing from now until however old you are, so obviously you have to do the opposite for a good amount of time, and hopefully forever, and get better and better and better. But that's not a reality if you don't make it a habit. I hope this gave somebody a breath of fresh air to say, I can ask myself if I had fruits and vegetables. I can realize I need to go to the market maybe, you know, on this day and this day, to make sure that I don't find myself in this position again. Like, I hope that this conversation allowed you to find some sort of opening in your life where you're like, oh, I can stop at the market on my way home on this day because I get off early, or I can stop here when I go to my friend's house. Like, figure out a way for your own life. It's a personal journey. I really, really do hope it helps someone, because it matters. Like, your health affects not just you, but all the people around you. And when you're healthier, you feel better. And we all do the things we do because we think it's going to make us feel better. So might as well do it as soon as possible with a smile. All right. I will talk to you next time. Peace out.